What's up you guys, it's Griffin and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have a video that I've been wanting to film for like 4 days straight. I am filming what's on my iPhone and how I edit my Instagram pictures because I feel like I just have to include that because you guys are always so curious about it. My background is actually something that I had one of you guys tweet to me because I saw like a mini form of it on Tumblr and I was like in love with it and I tweeted out the picture and I was like, does anyone have any pictures similar to this? And someone was like, I have the full version, I'll send it to you. When I open it, I obviously have like some of these apps I'm not gonna explain because they're just like the apps that come on the iPhone or it's like an app that everyone knows. So I have the mail app, which is the mail app, you know, and then I have my music app, which I don't really use often. I have the Harlem Shake because I use that as my alarm because it's an annoying song that wakes me up. And then I have my Google Calendar, which basically has all of my work in it, all of my calendar dates and everything. I've definitely been using Google Calendar more because I feel like it's a little bit more organized than your regular calendar. I don't know, I feel like Google's just a little bit ahead of things when it comes to like organization than Apple is. And then I have my photos, and I know you guys are always super into what is in my camera roll, so I'll just scroll through for a minute. I have some pictures I took today. I have makeup. I have the Trolls screening I went to, my birthday party when I was in Arizona, and that's about it. I don't really have much on my camera roll because I just got this phone like recently, and that's why I'm doing the what's on my iPhone, because I figured you guys would like to see like what I have on my new phone. I kind of like switched things up a little bit. I have the camera app, which obviously you know what that does. I have the videos app, and I don't think I have, I don't have any videos on it. And then I have the clock, which I only have a few clocks. And then for alarms, guys, look at this long list of alarms, and they're all like 5 or 10 minutes apart from each other because I never wake up for my first alarm. So it starts around 4 a.m. because sometimes I have early call times, but generally I wake up at either like 7:50 to 8:10, somewhere in between there, or 8:55 to 9:05. I have my personal calendar on the app calendar just because I feel like that one's a little bit, it's not as like scheduled, and I'll just put in like bigger things like my friends' birthdays or like things like that that I need to remember, and I'll put that in that calendar. And then I have Safari, and I have my phone on airplane mode so I'm not getting texts in the middle of this and it's not like super glitchy. I guess the last thing I was on was YouTube, but I have the app for that, so I don't know why I was there. And then I have Maps. I just use this when Google Maps isn't working. And then I have my weather app, and I never really check that. If I ever look up the weather, I, for some reason, instead of going to the weather app, I just go to like weather.com on my Safari. Then I have the App Store, and then I have my notes, which I don't really do a ton in. I just kind of write down random video ideas, or if I'm like on the go and I'm trying to plan a video, like I'm in the car somewhere and someone else is driving. Then I have the iTunes Store, which if I don't use iTunes, I don't really use the iTunes Store. I have Find Friends, but I don't really use that either. I don't use a lot of like the apps on here, but we're about to get into my folders, which is mostly the apps that I use. The first thing that I have in here is Facetune, and the last picture I was editing was of me in Carrington, and I obviously have some acne, so I'm not gonna like sit there and leave my acne like hanging out. I don't like when my acne is visible in pictures. I don't care if like it's visible in video or like anything like that. I edit my pimples out, sue me. So what I do to edit on Facetune for pimples, I patch. So I grab like a different spot on my skin and I like cover it, and like look at the difference that makes. It works so well. Or I take the smoothing option and I just smooth it out like that, so it's like it's still there, it's just like smooth. And then sometimes I like to bring out the detail of my eyes, so I click the detail option and I just circle it once with my finger, and the before and after is like insane with that. I have blue eyes, so you can see details when like the sun is in my eyes or like it's really nice lighting, you can see the details. I don't really do too much editing, and I don't like to go too heavy because I obviously want to look natural and I don't want to look like I'm a Barbie. And then I go into VSCO, and this is basically where I will show you guys the editing portion of my Instagram pictures. I only use those two apps, so I use Facetune to edit out any like impurities if I have any, and then I use VSCO to actually edit the picture. We'll use that same picture that I took with Carrington that I was showing you guys in the Facetune app, so we are going to edit that one for you guys here as a demo. The filter that I've been using lately is C7, but sometimes it makes your skin look really orange if you're in like a weird light or anything like that, so I like to, in this one that's not the case, but if it is, I go to temperature and I turn it down 1 or 2. This one's not bad, so I'm gonna leave the temperature as is, and then I generally crop it as a square crop because I don't like having my pictures as like the horizontal or vertical versions of the pictures, so I try try to crop them all square unless they're a picture that looks better full. But that's really all I do. We can look at a few pictures and see anything that I've done with these. Yeah, this one just has a C7 preset. It was pretty orange and I was thinking about taking the temperature down, and same with this one. I took the temperature down a little bit. Like with these ones where it's all blue, sometimes I'll add temperature just so that it fits with the rest of the pictures. I pretty much just try to make all the pictures flow together and have some similar color similarities like between all of them, which can be a little bit tedious sometimes, but it's definitely worth it if you like having a really organized Instagram feed. Next is PayPal, which I don't really feel the need to go into. And then I have the SoulCycle app, which I don't even think I'm logged into this one, just because I just got the new phone and I haven't done SoulCycle since. And then I have the BuzzFeed app, which is my favorite app ever. I go on here all the time. I go to the news section, but I also really love going to the quiz section of the app because I love taking quizzes and I'm always sending quizzes to my friend Olivia. We're sending them back and forth to each other all the time. And then I have Tumblr, which I don't go on super often, but whenever I'm like needing some inspiration for like a photo shoot or like anything really, like any sort of inspiration that I need, like even if I'm about to film a video, like I'll go on here and I'll look through. And then I have the YouTube app, and that's where I watch all the videos of the people that I'm subscribed to. I'm subscribed to over like 300 people. I have the Handy app, which I'm actually gonna delete right now because you know what? I never use it. Bam Bam Chicken and Ham. Then I have my Snapchat. These are all the people that I've Snapchatted recently. Julian is the only person that I have a streak with on Snapchat. If you guys want to add me, you can scan my code. I'll have it right there, obviously. Then in my next folder, I have FaceTime, which I actually prefer FaceTiming people over like calling them on the phone. Then I have the Reminders app, which I never use. I have the Calculator app, Contacts, Dropbox. I use Dropbox a lot, actually. I use it to receive pictures from photo shoots that I've done. I have Find My iPhone, and I really only use that if I lose my phone, and I haven't lost this one yet, so let's hope that I don't have to use it. I have the Wells Fargo app, which I just use that to check like my balances and make sure I'm staying within my budget because I like to budget myself. And then I have Uber, and I don't really Uber a lot of places, so anytime that I have to leave and I know I'm gonna come back home and it's gonna be like 10 at night by the time I get home and there's gonna be no street parking, that's when I'll Uber. Then I have Crowdfire, which tells me Twitter and Instagram analytics. Then I have iBooks, which I only really use to put scripts in. I don't really use it for the books aspect of things, but oh well. I have the Health app, which I only check every once in a while for like the steps part of it. I don't ever use the podcast, Compass, or voice memos. I sometimes use the news. Then I have Postmates, which I rarely use because they always mess up my orders. And then I have this Home app, which I've actually never used before. Then I have DoorDash, which I use more than Postmates because they don't mess up my order. They always get it right. I don't know, I'm always impressed with them, and they have different options than Postmates. Next, I have Spotify, and I make playlists every once in a while. I can't remember the last time I made a playlist, but I wanted to make another one. I feel like there are songs that I've heard recently that other people haven't heard or haven't been introduced to other people, so I thought it'd be fun to make one like new music and like share with you guys. I like going onto the browse section and looking at the Discover Weekly or like the New Music Friday. Those are my two favorite playlists that Spotify makes because I have the Yelp app, which I use to find food generally. Like if I'm in an area that I don't know too well, I can use it to find food near me. Then I have the Foodie app, which basically you just post everything that you're eating on there, which is perfect for food lovers. Then I have Instatrack, which you can check like the exact amount of followers that you have. And then I have Layout, which I use every once in a while. Then I have Mile IQ. It's supposed to track all your trips and you're supposed to be able to write them off so you can like save money in your taxes, but I always forget to use it, so it's kind of pointless. And then I have Google Maps, which I just use to get around. I have Social Blade, and I am always on Social Blade. You can check your YouTube analytics and Instagram analytics. Then I have the Studio YouTube app. That is just for like the back end stuff, so I can see analytics on YouTube and I can respond to comments easily on it. Then I have Netflix, which you guys know I always love a good Netflix and chill. That was such a bad joke. I have iMovie, and I never really use it to edit on my phone. I have Amazon. Yeah, so the last thing I ordered on Amazon was socks because I ran out of socks and I don't know where any of mine are. Then I have the YouNow app. I YouNow every once in a while, so make sure you go follow me on there. I have my Bitmoji app, which I think is fun, but I don't really use often. I only have it on my phone so I can connect it to Snapchat. And then I have the Venmo app, which like I said, I use that mostly for like paying other people, like I pay my acting instructor or my therapist or things like that. I have Sign Easy, which helps me sign contracts. I have Prime Now, which is amazing. If you guys don't have it, it's basically one 1 to 2 hour free delivery depending on like where you live. They don't have everything that they have on Amazon on here, but they have a lot of stuff on here. Then I have Facebook, which I don't use super often, but I've been trying to get into it more. If you guys have any ideas of what type of content you'd like to see me post on Facebook, make sure to leave a comment down below because homegirl doesn't know what to post. Then I have this app and it's a game and it's called like Rolling or something like that. Although I can't get past level 2. I haven't played in a long time. I died, but oh well. And then I have WhatsApp, but I don't ever use that. I had it on my phone from when I was filming Royal Crush because sometimes on the ship you didn't have like the best service, so we would use that. I have Boomerang, which I'm sure all of you guys are aware of. It makes fun little GIFs. Like I just made that little GIF. I probably would never post that one. Then I have an app called Refluence, and that connects me with different brands that I like. So like if I wanted to work with Canon and they were on the Refluence app, I could contact them through there. Then I have Pinterest. I just basically get like beauty hacks on this. Then I have a Sudoku app because I got into Sudoku for a while, but I haven't played it in like forever, so maybe I should delete it. Then I have Getty Images, and I check Getty Images every once in a while. I really only check it whenever I walk red carpets and I want to see pictures from that event. I have the Engage app with Twitter, and I don't check that, but it basically gives you all the analytics you would ever need. And then I have the Etsy app. A lot of people asked where I got my Halloween costume from, and I got it on Etsy, but Etsy basically just has all these cute home handmade things that you can't get anywhere else. And then I have Musical.ly, which I don't think I'm signed in on this yet because I haven't been on in forever. I should probably log in, but if you guys want me to post Musical.lys, comment down below. I have the Groupon app, which I got really into for a while because someone introduced me to it and I was just like kind of obsessed with it. It just gives you deals on like things near you, and like, see, I want earrings like this. So now that I know they're $5, I could get earrings like that for $5 instead of spending $60. And then I have the Depop app, which I use to sell my clothes sometimes. Then I have the Reach app, which is just an app that I use to do campaigns with different brands. Then I have this app called Fit the Fat too. I don't know why I have this app. I downloaded it one night because I was really bored, and basically you work out with your friend, but I have not used it, so I should probably delete it because I haven't played it at all. And then I have the Best Fiends app, and this literally is not even a sponsor. Like, they're not sponsoring this video. I just genuinely love playing Best Fiends. I'm on level 144, and I know some of you guys play it. Comment down below what level you're on and see if any of you guys are ahead of me. Then I have Uber Eats, which I never use because I just think that there's Postmates and there's DoorDash, so why use Uber Eats because it's also very limited in what you can get. Then I have Superimposed, which, wow, I have not been on this app in a while. Like, it just allows you to edit on your phone. Like, I could edit this TV into this. Obviously, like, you can go and mask it and like all that stuff. Oh, I like messed it up completely, but it's just a cool editing app that I use every once in a while. I have Acorns, which is actually a super cool app. Basically what you do, you invest spare change, so you go on it and you can pay, like, let's say you just went and got gas in your car and it was like $10.42, and then whatever remaining amount, they will use that money and they'll put it in your Acorns account, and then they'll invest it for you into different companies, and you can choose to invest it in like Google or like stuff like that. And it's just like a really cool concept because you make money back from the money that you don't even realize is missing. Sometimes you don't realize like the difference if it's $11 or $10.42. And then I have WAG, and I also have Rover right directly below the WAG app, and this is just so Linus can go on walks and get grooming, all that stuff, and that's the same thing as Rover. I have the GroupMe app, which is just a messaging app, and then I have the app 94%, which was actually introduced to me by a few friends. So you just guess like the most popular things that could apply to what they said. I have this app called Block, and it's a hexapuzzle game, and you can go into all these different levels. There's so many ads on this game. Let's see, I'll show you guys what the game's actually like. I'm on level 66 of Rainbow A, and you basically can like build all these different puzzles. And then I have my Messages app, which I'm not gonna open because I think it'll like show like previews of my messages. I have like credit card information and stuff in there right now. But then I have Twitter, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to do a shameless self-promo. This is my Twitter, go follow me. I am close to 52K. Then this is my favorite section in my phone app. It's my mom, my dad, my brother, Olivia, and my manager, Megan. And then last but not least, I have Instagram, another shameless self-promo. Wow, surprise, go me. I have been posting a lot of videos. If you want to be updated, go follow me over there. But yeah, that's pretty much all that is on my phone. But also I have the iPhone 7 Plus, and I love that it has the 2 cameras. You can be like more zoomed in and it's still like a better quality. And I have this super shiny case. It's from Casemate, and I ordered it on Amazon. I think it was about $80. I think that's it for my phone. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it was kind of probably a little bit boring just because like a lot of what is on my phone is pretty straightforward, and I don't have too many extra additional apps. And the apps that I do have, they're not necessarily games or like anything super interesting. But thank you for bearing with me. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. Also, make sure to check out all my social medias, the ones that I showed off in the video, everything. I will have them linked down below, and hopefully I will see you guys later. Bye!